Religious groups are calling it Judgment Day.
These things can withstand a 2,000-mile-an-hour wind.
Judgment Day.
There were 72 of these silos all across America. Welcome back to What's Inside. Today we are seeing what's inside a real Doomsday Bunker.
An undisclosed location in Kansas, in the middle of America. This is an old missile silo that was built in the 60s, and it was a key part of the Cuban Missile Crisis. There used to be a giant missile that was inside of here. It was a nuclear missile that at any point, if President Kennedy wanted it to, he could raise it all the way out of the ground and then he could launch this missile. After about 4 years, they found some other technology with missiles that worked a little bit more efficiently, so they abandoned these silos. Somebody purchased them. There are 12 units that are in here. All of them are purchased. You can't buy one of these. They were between $1.5 and $3 million for one of these 12 units. What's inside of the Doomsday Bunker? Get ready for the adventure. Did you hear that boom? This is how big the entryway is. There's quite an echo in here. Echo! If you listen carefully, you'll hear a little clicking noise. And if your ears are really good, you're going to hear a ringing noise. This is the bird repellent system that's in place so the birds don't fly in when you open the door. When you walk out of the garage, the first place you come is this like contamination area. If you needed to, you could go in here and decontaminate yourself. This door would typically be closed. Once it's open, you come into this area. And this area is kind of like a history map of everything that's happened in here. This is when they were building it, the missile that they used. There it is, all erect and ready to go. And then they had to come through and demolish, and then they rebuilt it. This thing has been on TV a lot. President Kennedy did come here and inspect this. That's pretty cool.
And then we walk in this room, batteries.
And apparently, these are the same type of batteries that they have on submarines. Whoa. What is this? Rock wall, Lincoln. Oh, hey, look at this guy.
Do you have a dog? This is where you can take your dog to go to the bathroom.
They even have a toilet for dogs right there. A NASA scientist that is in charge of the well-being of the astronauts came and helped them plan out what are the important things that you need if people are going to be living in here for a long stretch of time so that they don't go crazy. This is the elevator right here, and I love the different display and the cutout that shows you all the different floors, and you can see as we go up,
library and classroom.
Lights up every one of the floors.
Mechanical level.
This is a volcanic ash remover. If there were to be a volcano that exploded around here, there would be as much as 4 feet of ash.
This should be able to filter out all of the ash and give clean, breathable air to the tenants. They thought of everything here. Remember that video about a life straw where I drank like dirt?
And chocolate milk.
And chocolate milk. This is that on a mega scale. This is a life straw for everything nuclear bombs and nuclear fallout and nerve gas and all of that.
This is the actual wall, and it's 9 feet thick. We'll go with this edge.
Yeah.
That's 14 stories down.
Oh man.
I shouldn't be down here.
This is the old hole where the air would come in for the missile back when they had a missile in here. The camera just zooms in on it because it sees the motion.
This is the security room. You have to make sure you scan all of the cows. This is the jail cell.
Perfect. This is a wall full of thick rubber. What type of Doomsday Bunker would it be if it didn't have a shooting range? This is a legit firing range with 2 different bays. Right now, we're in the movie theater room. It's near the very bottom. We're 190 feet underground right now. There's a killer sound system in here with a projector. Just off the movie room, we have the bar. These water filtration systems will filter out 10,000 gallons a day. This is the dentist office. This is where the store is and the general market. They have enough freeze-dried food and canned food. The occupants would be able to live off of this food for 5 years.
Can I get some fresh food?
You need to get me some fresh fish. I'd like some tilapia and rainbow trout, please. This isn't even the stuff that they grow themselves. Woo! There's the grow lights.
And I'm more even more pink now. That's how they grow plants.
This is one floor of 2 where they can grow plants. Over here, this is the fish hatchery. When all of the people actually move in, hopefully they'll bring some books with them, and this shelf is ideally going to be full of books. This is the school. You have all of these computers that are all lined up against the walls. You have an electronic chalkboard that is set up here. What type of people are moving in here? It turns out a lot of it is families. They have kids as young as 8 months old up to 22 years old that live inside of this facility. Everybody in here is required to have 4 hours a day of either work or school for kids.
This is the gym.
It even has its own sauna and a steam room. I love the steam room. We have ping pong.
This is the arcade room.
A foosball table.
Get out of here.
Hey! Pool table.
Oh, you made one.
I'm Stripes.
Residential.
This looks like it could be any living room in anybody's house. There's a nice painting on the wall. You've got these nice couches, nice lights.
Even got a window.
You even have a window, but in reality, we are 90 feet under the ground right now.
And this window isn't even a real window. This is a TV that displays one of the cameras outside.
This is a live feed. This is what it looks like outside. You'll be able to see that it's nighttime. Daytime, it's daytime. And that actually helps you feel a lot less like you are underground in a bunker, enclosed in a space where you might feel claustrophobic, and just as if you're in a normal home. And I would imagine at times you forget that you're even underground. So
this is the kitchen. This is a super nice Sub-Zero refrigerator. And then there's Wolf appliances even for the microwave right here.
So this is the residence, and now we're gonna go down the hallway and show you what this really looks like. This is one of the half residences. And in here is the bunk beds. You can have some kids in here, and you can change which view you want. Also has a TV in here, nice wood floors. I like that all of the walls are rounded because we really are in this almost like a silo type thing. And this would be, I guess, considered your master suite. Another window looking to the outside with a nice view. And then we've got your bathroom. 3 shower heads inside of this shower, tile walls with a really high ceiling. One thing that's interesting about the toilets in this entire compound is they have the similar type toilets that they have in Japan, which are incredible. They have the bidet washing system. It's just so much more efficient. It's not like they have a ginormous storage of toilet paper because that would take a lot of space. That's not the best use of your septic system. So every unit does have its own laundry machine. It also has the servers for the Wi-Fi and for the TVs that are in here. Pretty comfortable space. You don't feel like you're like down in a submarine or under the ground in some makeshift little homemade bunker somewhere that you feel like you have to survive off of eating little dried corn. Check out all the people that have come and done news stories on this, but we are about to do the one thing that nobody has done on any of their video news stories. For those of you that already own a Doomsday Bunker, got one question for you. Does yours have a swimming pool? There's a swimming pool because why not? If you're buying a bunker for $1 to $3 million, you want to have a swimming pool. I bet the water feels great. This is the part that none of the other news outlets ever did. They didn't go down the slide. It's crazy. So this is the button. That just turned on the water. Do you hear that? Go Lincoln! All right, I do not have a GoPro on me. This is the life of luxury of Doomsday Bunkers. Let us know what you guys thought about this place. It's more like, I wouldn't even consider it a Doomsday Bunker. I consider it a luxury underground apartment that just happens to be the safest place in the world. That's the fence. There's a security guy that didn't want to be on camera, which I don't blame him. That's the bunker. But wow. Let us know what other places like this in the world that you'd like to see inside of that maybe most people don't get to go inside of. Would you live there?
Yeah. This is such a big door. Look at it.
It is Lincoln wide, this door.